Welcome to another 10 Minutes with TJ. Today's program is about the 5 keys to highly effective teamwork. First, I'd like to explain why I'm wearing the headset. We've got a conference call going on today that I record in front of a camera. So for those of you who are out there on the phones, and by the way, God bless you folks in Albuquerque, New Mexico, getting up that early. I hear you. I'm going to make these things a little bit later in the day to pick you up. So thanks for joining us. But we've got folks from Albuquerque, from Florida, from Georgia, Connecticut, a couple small business owners out east, and some folks here in Michigan, and I know of at least one person from right here in my hometown of Flint. So welcome everyone to the call, and thanks for joining us and watching this video. This program, as I said, is about teamwork. And I'm wearing this shirt because a few years ago I was lucky enough to be on a NASCAR pit crew. I actually held the sign, the stop sign, when the team came rushing into the pits to make a pit stop. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but if you get a chance to watch a race this weekend perhaps, check out the team performance in the pits and watch how they have orchestrated that activity. It's a great example of teamwork, and I submit to you that you probably ought to take a look at it. Look at what they do today, and what's really fun to do is go back to one of the historical ones, even like 10 years ago, and see that they have run those things. Back then, 19 seconds was a great time. Today, 14 seconds, or even less than 14 seconds is a great time. A lot of excitement, a lot of fun, great teamwork. Teams, I think, need to have these 5 foundations in place to be highly effective. Now, there are a lot of other things we talk about, and when we talk about relationship building here at the CPO Institute, we focus on coworkers, community, and customers. And so a part of our workshops are always around team building. So let's talk about that, and admittedly we're only going to take about 7 more minutes to do this. So I'm going to go through these things pretty quickly and give you a number at the end. If you want to talk to me more, give me a call. The first and probably the most basic of the building blocks for the foundation of an effective team is that of knowing where they're going. The team needs to know where they're going. They need to understand the mission and the vision of the organization. And more importantly, they need to know exactly why that's important to them. It needs to be in their heart, in their head as well. So you need to help them understand that. I know there's a dealership out there right now listening on the call. Theirs is all about we're family. Everyone in the organization needs to make the customers and the community understand that they're a family and that they want the customers to be a part of the family. If the coworkers don't feel like they're part of the family, it's pretty hard for the customers to feel that way. Wouldn't you agree? So knowing where the organization is going is critically important. The next step is understanding why they do what they do. What are their roles and responsibilities, and how do they fit in? How do the tasks that they perform fit into achieving that mission and vision? Very, very critical step. The next one is knowing how to do it. How do they do what they're supposed to do so they can achieve the mission? This is all about skills and knowledge building, and it's really critical, and we really big time focus here at the CPO Institute on continuous improvement. Performance improvement is what sets you and your team apart from all the other teams out there. So knowing how to do it, knowing how to continuously improve is very, very critical, and having that attitude penetrate throughout the entire organization is critical. One weakness that we see in a lot of small businesses, and quite frankly in a lot of dealerships, is the owner or the general manager. They preach continuous improvement, they preach continued learning, but they don't role model it. And highly effective teams have highly effective role models. And I'm just suggesting that if continuous improvement is a critical aspect of your business, and it better be these days, it's extremely important that the person in charge, whoever the folks on the team see as the team leader, see as the person in charge, their champion, if you will, they need to see that person role model those behaviors that they're espousing that the rest of the team live by. So knowing where they're going, knowing why they do it, knowing how to do it are really critical steps. And the fourth one is knowing how to fix it when it's broke. Every team has problems from time to time. People have communication issues, intra-team, intra-team issues, and they need to have a process to rectify those situations. Do they just go home and tell their significant others? Do they go out golfing with their buddies after work and complain about work? How do they handle situations that aren't conducive to highly effective teams? Have operating processes in place that help people resolve those issues. And when they have problems, they can take care of it. Knowing how to fix it is very, very important. And the final step is knowing how they're doing. Getting feedback, rewards and recognition. The pit crew is a really good example. When a pit crew wins a national championship, when a team wins a national championship, those pit crews typically get some pretty nice bonuses. It's not just about money. It's about daily recognition. When people do things right to help the team be more highly effective, you need to recognize those things. So you need to give them feedback. A lot of people talk about constructive criticism. I'm not big on that. I'm big on developmental feedback, helping them develop to become better at what they do to improve their performance. And again, on the pit crew, when they do well, they run around, give each other high fives and whatnot. When somebody slips up a little bit, they jump in and help each other out. That's what effective teams do. The same thing can happen in your small business and in your dealership. So, that being said, knowing where they're going, knowing why they do what they do, knowing how to do it, knowing how to fix it, and getting good feedback so they know how they're doing are 5 keys to highly effective teams. Again, here at the CPO Institute, we are big on turning relationships into revenue. When we talk about relationships, we're talking about relationships with coworkers, community, and customers. And that's how you build revenues. Not only in dealerships, but in nonprofits as well. Like, we work with a lot of nonprofit organizations and small businesses all over the country. If you want to know more about my perspectives on team building, or you want to talk to us about anything that the CPO Institute can do to help your business grow and help your employees improve their performance, give me a call at 810-569-5858. That's 810-569-5858 for those of you out there on the call. Share this video with your friends. I hope it helps. I look forward to seeing you again on a 10 Minutes with TJ in the not too distant future. Have a great day, and for those of you on the call, thanks a lot for joining in. Thank you for watching, and thank you all for sharing this information. Have a great day.